Hey guys, how you doing? It is Monday, April 8th. Now you're gonna have to excuse me today. I had about 4 hours of sleep. I'm exhausted and my brain and my mouth is like they're not cooperating. They're not working good together. So I'll try my best to, read regular, but at this point I'm kind of handicapped. The messages are still gonna be the same. See, I couldn't even say messages. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, I'm delirious today, guys. All right, so today is Monday, and we have numbers of 8 and 24. 8 is about legacy. It is about power, your ability to deal. It's also about achievement, and then the 24 equals 6, but 24 is about manifesting some kind of balance. And with the 8, you're manifesting some kind of balance of power, and this is something we're creating and bringing into physical reality. These are just laying down, what would you call it? Laying down our boundaries for our new timeline, basically. All right, guys, let's see what's going on in the energy for you guys today. All right, guys, let's see what energy is prevalent for you guys today. Okay, guys, let me get a couple cards out, and then I will get to the story. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm using the Parrot Tarot by Tom and Margaret Parrot. They have the extra cards in honor of Chiron, the mentors. Uh-oh. I better put my phone on. Hold on, guys. I gotta put this on airplane. Okay, let us start. Mentor of Disc. And the first card I have to look up. I haven't memorized the Mentor of Disc, but I think I better get to it because they've been coming out quite a bit. Chiron is in play here. There's an extreme amount of healing going on in the waking hours, in your sleeping hours. You guys should be pretty exhausted, kind of like I am right now. Okay, Mentor of Discs. You guys see that? This is the voice of Earth. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This is as above, so below. So whatever's happening in the skies, it's happening here on Earth, here with you, here inside you. This can be a dark-skinned person of any gender, any age, and they have something of a material nature to share. It could be physical fitness all the way to sexuality, investment practices, any kind of material work all the way up to warfare, okay? And this could be a teacher or a student. So a lot of you guys are, I'm thinking this is generosity. Somebody is investing their time in teaching, or they're becoming a student in regards to material gains. Has something of material nature to share, from physical fitness to sexuality. Okay, so this person has also some, I want to say meditation techniques. So a lot of you guys could be turning to spiritual pursuits and learning how to meditate. Right now there's a lot of energy in Aries season, so people are having trouble becoming and staying grounded. So exercise, meditation, grounding, like soaking in the bathtub, soaking in water, or walking barefoot, or even hanging around your house naked. Investment practices, all things having to do with money, A teacher of investment practices. So, you know, like I was saying with all the mentors, Mars is in Gemini. This is the third planet in the third sign at 3 degrees. So that's about information. So somebody's learning or somebody's getting schooled. And it's about balance. Interesting. Okay, Ace of Cups. This is real love. This is the golden chalice. When you have real love, even though you're in a committed relationship, there's a sense of freedom in the relationship, okay? Only with true love do you feel free within the relationship. Otherwise, somebody's stealing some kind of energy from you. So a lot of you guys are discovering that you have real love, or a lot of you guys are learning how to love yourselves and finally coming to the point where you say, yes, I do love myself. Yes, I believe I deserve to receive love. Because I notice a lot of people out there don't feel like they deserve love, and it's mostly because of their past. I just want to tell you guys, you have to make your peace with yourself. You do deserve to be loved. Okay, you've made mistakes in the past. You have to own that shit. Make your reparations, and that is how you love yourself. Okay, making peace with yourself, making peace with others. If other people don't want to accept your apology, that's fine. The point is to express this, okay, and not be attached to the outcome. Don't be begging for forgiveness, and then they say, I don't forgive you, get the hell out of here. That's not the point. The point is to express it, to get it off your back, because a lot of us are carrying loads big time, and most of it is the load that we don't love ourselves. Okay, so there's this, I don't deserve this, or I can't believe this is happening to me. Do I deserve this? And what's happening is you're learning through this love from the other person. You're learning from each other. Then we have the world. The world is about, oh, did I show you the Ace of Cups? The world is about, it's number 21. So this is a culmination. This is like everything suddenly coming together. This can also be about getting to a point when you finally express your authenticity, your true self, without any of those paradigms or beliefs that you've carried with you or learned through experience. This is when you purge all those negative things and you've been through the fire and now you've been purified. Okay, this is the true expression of yourself. And when that happens, the world opens up for you. This is like unlimited options. For me, it's unlimited options. So these three together is you are in a relationship either with yourself or the partner that you have right now. You guys have real love and you guys are expressing more authentically to each other, which is helping things come together. And it's just, you know, with this person, with this partner, you guys can accomplish anything. Okay, I apologize. I had a patron. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that came out in a chunk, right set up. This is information integration. So let's see what this is. Ooh, yes it is. Ace of Swords, Princess of Cups, 7 of Wands, and 5 of Cups. So somebody's getting an awakening here. Somebody's getting rid of baggage. Ace of Swords is new knowledge. It's recognition. It's also new beginnings, but swords are thoughts, communication. It's also truth and clarity in communication. So somebody's getting the message here that they're going to have to be brave and get rid of the things that are anchoring them to the past, past expectations, baggage from previous relationships that failed. They're going to have a lot of courage, though, because it feels like somebody's been comfortable with this baggage. They don't know what it feels like to not have baggage, but they're coming to recognize that they can't bring this baggage into this current relationship, okay, because it is toxic. And you have to get rid of it. So they're going to have to step up. Princess of Cups is about looking at love from a fresh perspective, naive, you could say. It's like looking at love differently from the eyes of a child. So it is a mature love, but it's an unspoiled view. So somebody is getting to the point where they're realizing that they deserve love and that they have it. King of Cups. 4 Swords, Star card, King of Cups. We have somebody who's in deep reflection. 4 Swords is about seclusion, it's meditation. And then we have the Star, which is about a wish coming true. It's also about something being illuminated, what needs to be healed. And then King of Cups is the consideration. This is the controller of emotions. Somebody's wished for a long time to get rid of this baggage. They did not know how to get out of it. And after a period of reflection, they want to take a vacation pretty much from everything, because it seems like everything's screaming in their ears right now. The universe is screaming in their face. The Star is a wish card. Somebody's been wishing they could get a grip on this for a long time, and it looks like they're beginning to. This saying the same thing as this. So they're currently in the process of healing emotionally when it comes to past disappointments. Hierophant. This is the card of the Taurus. Now I know I didn't Taurus and Scorpio. So there's a huge transformation here coming or going on. There's some deep clarity that's being gained. The Hierophant can be traditions. It can be institutions. It's something that holds sway or holds power over you. It, like in the education system, government, church, relationships such as the institution of marriage. There's a transformation taking place. You're being pushed to get out of your comfort zone and to quiet the noise. Okay, so we got some cards upside down. These are psychic downloads when they come out in a chunk reversed. Okay, so right now, there's some kind of contract that's ending. This is probably what I feel. This is a contract of you carrying this burden. You're releasing the burdens. This is a new promise to yourself that you are going to move forward instead of being stuck because of these anchors. I'm going to get past this, is what I just heard. Justice is also about the truth. So there isn't an expression of truth. There's just a realization of truth at the moment. I have to change. Somebody is saying, I have to change. I can't do this anymore. This doesn't fit anymore. Even with this old baggage, it used to be comfortable, comfortably numb. And now that you're feeling, you don't want to be numb anymore. You want to be able to feel. You want to love. Drama's outside, guys. Ignore it. Okay, so the psychic downloads, let's see, what are you getting? With the psychic downloads, there's a lot of, I can't think of the damn words now. I want to say solfeggio tones, but that's not it. The, I want to say Schumann frequency. Sorry, guys, I got brain fart. You know what I'm talking about. These energy downloads that we're getting our DNA upgraded right now. So what happens is it's hard to think you can do simple tasks, but with all the other energies, you can be pretty exhausted and just need to relax and take a vacation. And in the meantime, all this stuff is integrating into your DNA. The information is integrating within your brain. And I find usually in 2 to 3 days, I can access this information, or this is what happens 2 to 3 days later. So we've got 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands, ooh, 10 of Wands, and Prince of Swords. So basically, there was something that was holding you back from expressing your fire. But you're releasing it. Wow, this, and this is all saying the same thing, but in different ways. I got it, Spirit. They're telling us 3 times. 9 of Wands is restrictions, a limitation, or discipline. Queen of Wands can symbolize strength because she's got the strength lion in there. The strength card is Leo, and this is a fire sign. So this can be, what does it say? Pisces moving into Aries. So this is Aries energy. Queen of Wands is also is somebody who's an inspiration. Okay, they heal, they set the example, and other people look to them as the inspiration. So this could be you. You're becoming the mentor from learning from another mentor. Yeah, it's almost like somebody was held back by the burden. And Prince of Swords is fighting for the idea of, fighting for this belief. It's also communication. I want to say cold communication, or just factual without emotions. You're also realizing that there's a physical limitation here. I want to say, like with these two, this is about the mind. This is the way that you think, a particular pattern that you kept repeating. This must be the physical aspect of it. So somebody is in the act of physically putting down this burden. They're actually doing something about it. They're no longer just thinking about it. Remember what I said? There's no communication here. This is all thoughts. Now we're moving into action. So there was this spin. Somebody realized something, and it kept hounding them. Okay, and they finally are beginning to take action. They're inspired. They're feeling inspired. Their partner is inspiring them, because we got the real love here. And also, from their healing and telling other people their story, they're becoming an inspiration for others. Okay? Put the burden down is what I just heard. So you may be now giving advice to somebody. It feels like that you've just overcome something huge, and you want to shout it from the mountains, basically rejoice, and you're telling people, hey, I just did this, or I just finished this, or I healed this way, this is what I did. Yeah, somebody knows exactly what they have to do, and they're moving forward, they're doing it. It's really hard, though. It really is. And, you know, also, too, the Prince of Swords, besides fighting for that idea, it could also represent something else, which I don't see here, but it could also be that This is a stubborn habit to break. So it could be addiction. It's some kind of addiction, some kind of repetitive cycle in thinking and actions. High Priestess, your intuition, your inner knowing. So somebody is finally listening to their voice, their own voice. And I just have to say, you know, their own voice is, it probably started as a whisper at first, and the more they thought over here, that whisper became a scream. Do it now. Kind of like how I hear things, you know, they tell me, so, do this now, and then I'm like, okay, I'll do a reading, or okay, I'll call this person, or okay, I'll put the big girl panties on. So this is, you're being called, your inner self is telling you, you better put your big girl panties on. Buckle up, buttercup. You're going to be so happy when this is done. You're going to be free. Free from your self-imposed prison and your society-imposed prison. 8 of Discs. 8 of Pentacles. So this is about your schedule, day-to-day. You're probably extremely busy right now. Lots of stuff to do at work. Lots of little things you're wrapping up. And even though we just had the new moon in Aries, it feels like full moon energy because there's just so much. All this Gemini and Mercury energy is about communication. So everybody needs to talk. Everybody wants to contact you. Everybody's trying to get an email, phone call, walk-in visit, and vice versa. So are you. You're trying to wrap up a bunch of stuff. So you're probably dealing with a lot of paperwork, a lot of short trips back and forth. You're busy. You got a lot of work on your plate, a lot of work to do. But you're creating something here. These are things that, for some reason, you were previously limited to. Because we have that over here, the limitation, discipline. Your limitations and your strengths. So right now, you're probably pushed to the limit. And then we have the moon. The moon card. Okay, the moon is about healing after a traumatic situation. It can also represent dreams and healing in the sleep. It's also a secret. So there's still something here that has to be expressed. We're not done yet, folks. It's in the works, but there's still something that has to come out. It's deep in the subconscious. And that's what you're getting to with the High Priestess and the Four of Swords. Every time you quiet yourself to listen, the voices are getting louder and clearer. The moon is in Gemini right now. So this is lighthearted communication. You probably want to talk story with friends or communicate with friends. There's little short trips here and there. It can also be a time of a lot of anxiety, but it's weird anxiety because like you're shaking, but at the same time you're happy. It's a weird feeling. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, basically. Some of you guys heal by working, physically working, like working in the garden or doing things around the house. And this is your way of coping. This is how you purge stuff. There's a lot of 8s here. There's a legacy that's being created as we rid ourselves of the old timeline, the old legacy. We are beginning to build a new legacy for the higher timeline, coming from a higher perspective. Okay, that's the last card I'm going to take. Ooh, the Tower. Damn! The Tower landed on the Hierophant and death. It's also on the 9, 10, and Queen of Wands. Actually, it's just on the Queen and the 10 of Wands. So, inspiration, putting the burden down, transforming, seeking spiritual guidance. So somebody is getting enlightened. I did say earlier that somebody was getting downloads, and they're getting downloads right now. All of a sudden, because they've released these things, or they've begun to work on releasing these things, like I was saying, the whisper to the scream, you are getting in contact with your higher consciousness, your higher self, okay? And because you're clear and purifying yourself, you're able to receive the messages that are around you that you previously couldn't hear. So it's like this is the thunderstruck moment. The, oh my God, this is the reality of the situation. This is like lightning. It occurs to you that you might need help to change. But this is not traditional help. We make our own tradition. So somebody is learning in a different way. Let me see. Or it could be you're just free enough to receive the information. Somebody's turning into a phoenix here. They're about to rise from the ashes. Excuse me. Perception. Yeah. Somebody's suddenly, they're having stunning revelations. They're suddenly seeing things from a higher perspective where they couldn't before. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, we love this card. Okay, Six of Pentacles can be, let's see, something coming back from the past. This is payback, Pentacles. So it's money, time, ideas, material comforts. This can also be like an old boss or somebody that, a co-worker, somebody you worked with before. This can also be like your father or like the daddy coming back from the military. Whatever it is, it's payback. It's something that you've previously given out generously. Some kind of energy that's going to be coming back to you. Let's see. And what is this on? Oh, it's like the minute you realize, the minute that you realize and start taking action, things are going to become very, very clear. And once you have cleared your space, you notice I've been saying clear quite a bit. Once you have cleared your slate, once you have cleared the palette, you start off with a little bit of payback. This has been held up because you've been blocking it. Now there is a clear channel because you are channeling. Now this can come back to you because you are now vibrating on that frequency. You are aligning. Wow. Okay, Queen of Cups and Two of Swords. Oh, nice. So we got King of Cups and Queen of Cups. Oh, you guys love each other. Queen of Cups is about empathy. So, what is it on? Oh, there's a chunk here. High Priestess. Cancer. The Moon. Cancer, Cancer. Pisces. And Scorpio. There's a lot of water energy here. This almost feels like a grand water trine. I haven't done the calendar for the second half of the month, so I can't tell you if there's any trines beyond the 14th, but I don't see, I think there is, but I can't remember if it's a fire or a water trine. It doesn't matter because if it's fire, it's still trial by fire, and there's going to be a lot of emotions involved in those actions. But I'm just saying there's a lot of emotional residue here that's being cleaned up and being clarified, being illuminated by the moon. see what this is. Queen of Cups, King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Two of Swords. Okay. So this is empathy, love and empathy. King of Swords is intelligence, knowing how to play the game. And then we have Nine of Discs, which is Pentacles. So this is basically about abundance, living single, wisely investing your energy. And then we have Two of Swords, which is a crossroads or some kind of balance. Two of Swords for me is also about having to make a decision. So there's somebody here that is in a deliberation if they should stay with their partner or if they should be single. It could be somebody could have realized that they wanted to be single, and that was the only way things could balance out, or that was the only way that they could find peace. So yeah, with I feel like this almost feels like the new moon and Aries energy left over. So some of you guys could have had that classic me versus we, where you had to decide if you wanted to be single or if you wanted to work with somebody. Some of you guys are still working with that somebody, but living in a different place because you're not able to balance with this person while they're working out some things. If somebody wants to battle you, you're going to look at them and say, you know what? I'm not going to fight with you. I'm out of here. If you're not going to give me the space to feel at home, to feel comfortable, to have some peace, to have some quiet, I got to go. Or this could be somebody just saying, I want to be single. It's the only thing that's going to work. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is general, so when I read, like, every day, it's not going to be your reading every day, although there's some elements in it that you can take away from it. I try to cover as many as you guys as I can. So there's a question, should I stay or should I go? 3333. Somebody might just be saying, I need time alone to work this out. Number 3, universe, please, can we have some advice? This is number 4. There it is. I was gonna say, once we get to number 4, if we don't get no cards, this is the wrong deck. All right, Lokahi, unity, balance, and harmony, and it's a 7. My intention is to create harmony within and in all of my endeavors by letting go of judgment and by allowing and embracing diversity. Harmony occurs when diverse forces flow together, allowing the unified whole to come into balance. By accepting and allowing the diversity within your own being and in the world around you, resistance and judgment fall away and harmony occurs. Okay, so yeah, somebody is working on their judgments about themselves. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you today. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Take care.